Hey guys, and welcome to Shay Unscripted. If it's your first time, then welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, then thank you for returning and showing me love and support like you always do. And now that I'm done that intro, let's get into it. Today, we're diving into the story of Emilie Kiser. For years, Emilie has been one of those influencers you can't help but notice. She built a brand around joy, family, and authenticity. She showed the world her love for motherhood, her travels, her home, and those everyday moments that make life special. But in May of 2025, that picture perfect life was shattered. Her 3-year-old son Trigg tragically drowned in the family pool. What followed was heartbreak, controversy, and an online conversation about safety, accountability, and the cost of sharing your life on social media. This isn't just a story about an influencer. It's a story about love, about loss, and about how fragile life really is. And it's a story that raises tough questions about parenting in the digital age. Emilie Kiser is a 26-year-old social media creator who found her niche in lifestyle and motherhood content. If you scroll through her Instagram or TikTok, you'll see an aesthetic built around warmth, family, and happiness. She describes her content simply as sharing my life and what makes me happy. Her rise came at a time when motherhood content was booming online, but Emily's approach stood out. She wasn't flashy or overly curated. Her videos felt real. You could see her 2 boys laughing, her husband Brady joining in on family moments, and her genuine joy in being a mom. In 2023, she even attended events with major brands like Rare Beauty, where she met Selena Gomez. And by 2024, her following had grown enough to attract attention from magazines like People and Hollywood Life. Privately, Emilie was married to Brady Kiser. The two tied the knot in 2020 and soon after welcomed their first son Trigg in 2021. In 2024, Emilie announced she was pregnant again, sharing the news with her followers in a heartfelt post. The Kiser family seems to be living a dream, traveling, raising their boys, and sharing it all online. For Emilie's followers, her content wasn't just entertainment. It felt like being invited into a friend's home. She posted daily routines, family meals, and sweet moments with her kids. Her son Trigg especially became a fan favorite. Blonde hair, bright smile. He was a natural in front of the camera. Emilie often described him as her best friend. When their second son was born, Emilie's audience celebrated alongside them. In an age where influencers often felt distant, Emilie felt relatable. She wasn't just a content creator. She was a young mom sharing her life. But on May 21st, 2025, tragedy struck. 3-year-old Trigg drowned in the family's backyard pool. He was found unresponsive and rushed to the hospital, where he fought for nearly a week before passing away. According to police records, security footage showed that Trigg was unsupervised in the backyard for over 9 minutes. He was in the water for nearly 7. His father, Brady, was reportedly inside watching an NBA playoff game and even placed a $25 bet during that time. What made this even harder to process is that the Kaiser's pool did not have a permanent safety fence, something many followers had pointed out before. Emilie later admitted that not having a barrier was a mistake she deeply regretted. It's a nightmare scenario for any parent, and for Emilie, who had shared so much of her motherhood journey online, it quickly became a very public tragedy. Police launched an investigation. The initial findings revealed the timeline of events. The 9 minutes Trigg was unsupervised, the 7 minutes in the water, and the delay before anyone realized what had happened. Body cam footage and reports showed that Brady first became concerned when the family's dog began acting strangely by the pool. That's when he discovered Trigg and pulled him from the water. The police recommended charges, specifically a Class 4 felony for child abuse, but ultimately, prosecutors declined to pursue them. Meanwhile, Emilie requested that certain details be sealed from public record. A judge agreed to remove parts of the police report from public access, citing privacy concerns. And while the legal system closed this case, the public conversation was only just beginning. Months later, Emilie broke her silence. In an emotional Instagram post she wrote, "Trigg is our baby and our best friend. The light and spirit he brought was bright, pure, joyful, and undeniable." She took accountability as a mother, admitting that the lack of safety measures around the pool was a mistake, one she will always carry. She also explained her decision to step back from sharing her children online. While she had built her career on motherhood content, Emilie promised to protect her children's privacy moving forward. Public response was divided. On Reddit and other platforms, some expressed sympathy for Emilie's unimaginable loss. Others were critical, arguing that safety warnings had been ignored. One commenter wrote, "It wasn't a mistake. They ignored comments urging them to install a fence. They paid the ultimate price." Another said, "She's young. 26 is still early in life, but this doesn't excuse negligence." The tragedy sparked bigger questions about influencer culture. When your life and your children's lives are your content, does that open the door for harsher public judgment? And where do we draw the line between accountability and compassion? Beyond Emilie's personal story, this tragedy highlights important issues. First, child safety. Drowning is one of the leading causes of accidental death in children under 5. Experts recommend layers of protection, permanent fences, self-latching gates, and constant supervision. Second, the ethics of sharing children online. While many parents love seeing family content, critics argue it puts children at risk emotionally and physically. And third, grief in the digital age. Emilie's pain played out under the scrutiny of millions of strangers. It raises the question, should some tragedies remain private, even for public figures? In the end, Emilie Kiser's story is one of contrast. A young mother who found joy in sharing her life. A tragedy that shattered not just her family, but an entire online community that felt connected to her. And a lesson that joy, no matter how bright, can be fragile. If there's one takeaway, it's this: life is precious. Children need protection. And empathy, real human empathy, should guide us in how we respond to others' grief. Our thoughts remain with Emilie, Brady, and their family as they continue to heal. And for parents watching, please take safety measures seriously. A fence, a lock, a few extra minutes of supervision, it can make all the difference. Rest in peace, Trigg. So guys, that's all I have for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss my next one. And I'll catch you guys next time.